Okay, now I've just done a little calculation. If we can keep strictly to 10 minutes per community board, we can be through the community boards by 1 o'clock when we're going to break for lunch. That would mean that none of the community board chairs would need to wait for an hour before coming back at 2 o'clock. So that's what I intend to stick to. So I would invite Mike Mora from the Halswell-Hornby-Riccarton Community Board to join us. Is Mike here? All right, so we'll come back to Mike then in that case. So I'd invite Jake McClellan from the Linwood-Central-Heathcote Community Board to join us. So Jake, are there any highlights that you want to point out from your report first of all, and then we'll deal with the Part A matter?
I promise I will be very quick. There's just a couple of things I wanted to pull out from the report. Just to note that we've started a process of coming up with a community board plan, and it's been a really interesting experience, and we hope that through a robust plan we can get a good result in the master plan and long-term plans, or in the master plan revision.
There is a presentation if you would like to.
I'll skate through it at the end. So what's become really clear through our community board plan process is the real need for recalibration of the suburban master plans. We've obviously got a lot of those master plans in our board area, and as part, I guess, in terms of touching on annual plan stuff, we were of course happy to see that some school zone was worked into the Ferry Road master plan. We're also happy to see that as part of Council's annual plan decision, that support was offered to consulting with Regen Christchurch and rejigging the Linwood Village master plan, which is obviously not working as it currently stands. I'm also personally happy with the commitment I see for reaching a viable solution to addressing the homelessness issue in the inner city east. There was, I must say, a little bit of disappointment around the board table when we heard that the proposed drop-in centre hadn't received funding, but now seeing the decision in text, I'm pretty happy personally with the commitment Council has made around this issue. And even noting that this is something that's probably going to require a little bit of spending in the 2018 to 28 long-term plan. And that was pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions on this community board report for Jake? All right, so I'll move. Oh, Phil.
Thanks, Jake. Just around the homelessness issue, or people being homeless, and also though the suggestion of the drop-in centre.
Yeah.
So once, I guess the initial work has been done by using the Housing First model, is there a way that the community board might also be involved in supporting the drop-in centre part, if that's an option?
Supporting the formation of the idea.
I guess it will be working with working with some of the agencies who might be involved.
I think that's where our attention's going to turn now. Before the long-term plan is how can we work with social service agencies, with council staff, and how can our community board staff obviously facilitate some of that. Yeah.
But thanks, Jake.
Thank you. There is a PowerPoint which would be remiss if I didn't flick through. This is pretty much just, there's our community board planning process, some of the master plans in our area, the inner city east and Linwood Village, and signing the Edible Canterbury Charter. There's Dion Swigs there doing a great job of holding it open. And meeting with ECAN councillors and the Community Services Award. Thank you.
Thank you. Glenn, did you have a question?
Well, no, but I just want to offer...
Yep, great.
Thank you for that. Just yesterday, Jake, we through on Phil's committee, Social Community Development, we affirmed the resolutions over the Housing First approach. So I know that people would want a very quick response, but there's a sense in which we have to take our time to do it quicker, because if we just go and do something like a shelter and not line up all the ducks, we could make a mess of it. So we actually...
It was pretty clear in the text of the annual plan that that's what council is attempting to do, and I was very supportive when I read that. It seemed very committal to addressing the issue, which is the main thing. Cool.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So do we have a mover to receive this report? Dion, seconded Sarah. All those in favour? Against? That's carried.